Here we go. Monomials today. We've already talked about monomials. Okay, so hand in the air. Does anybody know those definitions? You should be talking about them in your reading classes, in your English classes. Does anybody know what poly stands for? What's that? Good job, guys. Poly means more than one. So, do you guys remember what mono means? One. So poly, there's lots of them. Mono, there's only one of them. Okay, so polynomials, it's just saying there's lots of monomials. Can you handle that? All right, let's go through the directions. What are we expected to do today with those polynomials? So just like on the warm-up, we're going to put them in ascending order, so going up, and descending order, going down. But what do you look at to decide what's going up and what's going down? You always have to read your directions. So in this first example, it says arrange the terms of each polynomial so that the powers of are in ascending order. Powers of what, guys? Will you circle that on your notes nice and big? So all we have to look at are the x's. All right, here's what I do. I really highly suggest it. I draw a little baby arrow to each of the exponents. So I've got a 4 on this x, a 2 on this x, and a 3 on this x. And then back to the directions, we have to go in ascending order. What is ascending order? We're going up, we're ascending the mountain, right? We're going up. So I think going up, you start small and you go big, right? Small to big. So we've got our little baby arrows pointing to the exponents. Which one is the littlest exponent? The 2, but check it. Like Mr. B has talked to you over and over about, whatever is in front of it comes along, look to the left. So first it would be negative x squared. All right, then what? I disagree, not x to the 4th. The 3rd would come next, right? 2, then 3. So look to the left, there's a plus right there. So plus 5x cubed. All right, now we have this x to the 4th left. Guys, is it going to be minus x to the 4th or plus x to the 4th? How did you know plus?
There's nothing on the left side.
Yeah, nothing on the left side, so it's got to be a positive. Guys, guess what? That's it. We just wrote it in ascending order. Make sure you read the directions so you know what you're organizing and how you're organizing. Okay, letter B, same directions. We're looking at the x's. We're going small to big. So let's draw our baby arrows. We've got a 3 right here, a 2 right here. Guys, on the xy squared, what's the x squared? Yeah, good job, Sam. There's a 1. I'm going to add that in. Like Mr. B has been encouraging you to. Okay, we've got a problem today. What are we going to do with that y2? Are there any x's on there? Okay, I always draw an arrow to it, and above it, I write no x's. Let's put no x. That's the same, guys, as x to the 0. Because do you remember what we taught you about anything to the 0 is always just straight up 1. So you can think of that as x to the 0. So I think that one has to go first. Do you agree with me? That's the lowest. X to the 0 would be the lowest. So look to the left, it's got a negative in front of it. So negative y squared would come first. Then what would come next? Which exponent on the x would come next? Yeah, I agree with you. Xy squared because this x has a 1. So it's got 0. Now it's up to the 1. Look to the left, it's got a plus. So plus xy squared. Right now what, guys?
X equals 6x.
And that's got a plus to the left, so plus 6 x squared y. And then last, that exponent of 3 is the biggest. Is that going to be a plus 8x cubed y or a minus?
Plus.
Good, good job. Okay, let's get thumbs in there. Thumbs up, I feel okay about it already. Patsy's a little bit nervous. Thumbs down. Yeah, mostly up. Okay, let's keep going. Let's do some more examples. Okay, again, check your directions. So we're arranging which variable? Is it x again?
Yep.
All right, circle x. But this time, check it. This time we're descending. So that means big to small, right? Okay, use your strategy. Draw your arrows. So we've got to look at this exponent of 4 on the x, 5 on the x, and 2 on the x. If we're descending, you're at the top of the mountain, this big, huge mountain, you're going lower and lower. So what's the biggest?
1.
Yeah, good job. The 5, so that plus 4x fifth. So 4x to the 5th. And then what, guys?
4.
X to the 4th. Is that going to be plus x to the 4th or minus? Plus x to the 4th. And what's last, Stephen? Good. Perfect. Minus x to the second. You're done. Keep question.
What if like the biggest number
Gabe's question was, what if the biggest number has a negative in it? Do you still put it in the order? Yes, Gabe, you do. All we're looking at is the exponents. So today we're not nervous about positives or negatives. Alright, let's get someone up on the board for this next one. I'm doing a lot of talking, but you have to talk into the mic, otherwise I won't record it. Taryn, really, you gotta talk right into this, okay?
Okay, so what starts to be done is this, since there's no x, and so that would come last. You start with this, x4, and of it. Then it would be x2 minus one of it, so that comes out. And then it would be this one, which is x1. And then finally this one.
Perfect, Taryn. You guys have a good Taryn on that one. Yeah? You doing just fine? Okay, let's keep going. Alright, again, make sure you read the directions first. So it looks like 1, 2, and 3 all have the same directions. We're still looking at x, and this first one we've got to descend. So big to small. Alright, Gabe, tell us what's going to go first on number 1 if we're descending. Alright, x2 first. Perfect. Papa, what would come next? Perfect, Papa. Then the 2x. Guys, is it plus 2x or minus 2x? Alright, what about this minus 5? It's just last because it's the same one we talked about. It doesn't have any x's. So you can think of that as x to the 0. You're done? Yes, Bryce, question. Yes. Bryce's question was, so you go by the x's, not by the actual numbers? Yes, Bryce, you just go by the x's because that's what the directions say. Great question. Karen, question.
What if there was like a net, say, in that one that was x2, 2x, negative 5, and y to the third?
Ooh, good question. All right, I'm gonna write it down here. Taryn just asked, what if we had the same problem? It was x squared plus 2x minus 5 and like a plus y cubed? Yeah. I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I honestly feel like the variable would come first. But for sake of today, don't worry about it. Just put them both last and we won't worry about which one comes first. That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Was there another question? Elsewhere? Okay, alright, Chelsea, number 2. What would come first on number 2?
The
20x. Alright, do you guys agree there? Oh wait, I think that would be last, right? If we're descending, so we gotta start big and then go small. So you gave us the smallest. So which one would be the biggest? Perfect. 5x cubed, because that 3 on the x is the biggest. Alright, Steven, what would come next? Perfect. And if we look to left, it's a minus. So minus 10x squared. Guys, that 20x comes last. Is it plus or minus 20x? Plus. We good? Okay, what if we just jump to number 5? You guys feeling confident enough? Chelsea, have a question?
are you doing it by x?
Exponents on the x. Yes, organize the exponents on the x. Alright, check out your directions. They changed. So now we're looking at x. We're still looking at x, but now we're ascending. So this we go small to big. Alright, Trev, let's jump to number 5. On number 5, which one's the smallest? Do you know? x4? I disagree. So we've got this one, which is smaller. x3 is smaller. But what about this wonky 1? That's it. How come, Eric? There's no x on it. Trev, does that make sense? That could be 1 x0 because x0 is just 1. So 1 would come first. So on this one, Trev, we're going small to big. So that one's done. I'm going to put a check mark under it. Okay, which one is the next smallest exponent on the x? Perfect, Trev. So then we'll have plus 4x3. Okay, Bryce Watson, keep going. What would come next? X fourth, perfect, plus X fourth. Mitch V, finish it off. What are we missing? Perfect. Thanks for saying negative. So we've got that. Subtract 7x5. Question McCray. This is, I don't know how to show your work, so just organize it and you're good to go. Okay, his question was, how do we show our work? It's good enough. Okay, flip over your notes, please.